everybody. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm Sven, Dreadnoughts. Welcome to the Sonic Stadium's fantastical Twitch channel super stream. I just made that up, could you tell? Today, we're going to be playing a little bit of Sonic Colors Ultimate, a game which has not even been released yet. It's due for release next Tuesday, but if you've bought the digital Deluxe edition, that's going live tomorrow, so within a couple of hours, it should be all yours. Get yourself some game time. We're just going to take a couple of minutes to recognize everyone in the chat room on our Twitch channel. Hi, everybody. I think the last time everybody saw me hosting the Sonic Stadium Twitch channel was, when was it? It was a good month or two ago. We were talking about the Sonic Symphony and how awesome that was. And I was basically losing my mind over the whole thing. It was brilliant. And we also played some Sonic Adventure 2, I believe. So that was fun. I do need to go back and stream the rest of it for you guys. But that's a story for another day. Let me know if the voice, the audio that I'm presenting to you is clear and that you can hear me. I'm trying to, maybe try and use some better mics and stuff like that. So I do actually have a decent mic right here, so I'm never quite... Audio sounds great. Okay, great. So we got Becca Mation. She was the first in the chat saying, hello. Hello. Hi, Sonic Stadium. I am Sonic Stadium today and forever. We've got Thunderline Forever 07 also chatting, and Mr. Storm Gaming 06. And Not Cult as well. Colouring Book Vid was cool. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm sure it was good. Shadow Reach, wait, the game's out next week? Yes and no. Sega's done a weird thing with this one. So they basically said that if you want to buy the game proper, it's out next week. On Tuesday, I think. But if you want to pre-order the Digital Deluxe Edition, which gets you a whole bunch of cool digital exclusives, you get it tomorrow, is my understanding. At least on the Epic Games Store, I believe. So, enough waffle. We know what you're here for. Let's dive right in. Hopefully, we've got some good audio mix here. I left the setup exactly the same as I left it when I played Sonic Adventure 2 about 1 million months ago. So hopefully this works. So chat, do let me know if this is good for your hearing, or if you can't hear me, or you want to hear me less. Shut up, Sven, just play the game. Anyway, you all know what this game's about. I'll give you the quick premise. Sonic and Tails go to an interstellar amusement park created by one Dr. Eggman. He has created this fantastic theme park based on, he's really sorry for all the stuff he's done in the past. And it has no nefarious ulterior motives in it whatsoever. Honest. So obviously Sonic and Tails smell a rat, and they go and investigate, and they run into these strange little creatures called Wisps, which you can see about 3 of them floating around at the top of the screen there, as I'm on Sweet Mountain, the map for that. These Wisps give Sonic some kind of special innate abilities. Each different Wisp gives you a different power-up, and obviously they're in danger from Dr. Eggman, obviously. Of course he's not turned good. Like, it's a day ending in Y. Of course Dr. Robotnik's doing something bad. So it's up to Sonic and Tails to save the day. Or, more appropriately, Sonic. Tails just sits there with his little doodad translator thing. So, what are we doing here today? Well, this stream is really kind of just powered by you guys watching the stream. If you're in chat, do let me know if there's any specific levels you want to see, any specific worlds you want to see. There's 1 or 2 bits I want to show you that's based on the digital edition special pack that comes complete with this. So I'll show you some of that in a minute after showing you a level or 2. And yeah, I think the only things that I probably won't show you, because I've already completed this game, is story cutscenes, The reason for that is I've already seen them. You know, if you've played Sonic Colors before, you'd already seen those as well. And if you haven't played Sonic Colors before, it's massively spoilerific. So we don't want to do that. We want to give you a good time. We don't want to give you a spoilerific time. So let's do that. In fact, let's back out of here and get back to the main menu. So I want to hover on a couple of these. If you've never played Sonic Colors before, the writing is, I want to say great. My initial reaction was, this is great, fantastic, especially when you're in these option menus and stuff like that. As you progress through the story, the dialogue gets super Saturday morning cartoon kind of cheese level sort of thing without giving too much away. So, yeah, it's really kind of the beginning of the story that is my favorite part of this. Yeah, and this is kind of most highlighted when you select any of these worlds. Mike Pollock's Dr. Eggman voice does a really good job of narrating what these worlds are about, but they also give you a bit of a they're a bit cheeky. Like, you know, the Sweet Mountain is all about, you know, high cholesterol and stuff like that. Yeah, Not Cult asks, so this is a brand new Sonic game. It's not, it's a remaster. So the original Sonic Colors came out on a Nintendo Wii back in 2010. And it was critically acclaimed. I remember reviewing it at the time, actually, in a previous life when I was a games writer myself. And yeah, it was critically acclaimed. Following Sonic 06, Sonic Unleashed, which set a good foundation for this kind of boost-style gameplay. A lot of critics really loved this game and thought it was a great foundation for 3D Sonic to continue on from. Of course, Sonic Generations followed this game a year after and pretty much perfected it. But Sonic Colors was really where they took the foundation that was set in Sonic Unleashed and kind of refined the level design and the platforming. There was still a couple of kinks, obviously, that Generations kind of refined. So yeah, that's kind of where the ultimate comes in. This is a remaster. It's obviously 11 years on. They've updated the graphics. They haven't really done much with the level coding or the game logic per se. They pretty much kept it really authentic to the original Nintendo Wii version. So really it's all about playing this game, which a lot of Sonic fans may not have actually had the chance to play before. Mostly because a lot of Sonic fans only had a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox 360 at the time, and playing Sonic on the Wii, I think at the time was probably seen as pretty not a good option, I guess. I don't know, whatever. But it's a shame because a lot of people missed out on a great game. But it's not a shame anymore because you get to play it now. So all in high def, all in, well, it's not 4K, but it's HD anyway. Graphics are great. There's remixed soundtracks to this as well, which you don't find in the original version. And there's customization options. Okay, I don't know if you heard that, but that's an example of, you know, Dr. Eggman's narration over some of this stuff. It's really good fun. How about I just dive into one of the initial levels? One of the things I really love about Sonic Colors, even when it came out in 2010, was the level themes just really screamed to me like classic Sonic. You know, colorful, vibrant, actually like quite imaginative. I know we're in space and everything, so you can do pretty much anything in space. But after about like 10 years, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 were great and everything, but they were very set in a realistic, you know, Sonic is living along the humans kind of city kind of thing. It really drove away from... Sorry, if you see like weird stuff happening on the screen, I'm broadcasting this directly from my PS4 Pro, so ignore any of the weird black boxes that might appear. But yeah, like Sonic in a human world, that was fine for a hot minute. But I personally really missed a lot of the Mega Drive style, level themes. Green hills and chemical plants and all this imaginative stuff. And Tropical Resort was actually the first Sonic intro level that made me think, yes, they've actually taken like a Green Hill Zone style level and actually done something different with it. Like it's a Green Hills like intro level that is cliched in so many Sonic games before and after, but it's not Green Hill. Again, it's a whole new green-esque level. And let me just illustrate that by playing the very first level. A lot of you have probably seen this a million times before anyway, but please indulge me. There's probably a lot of people in this stream that haven't played this game before, seen it before. I will explain why Sonic looks like that in just a minute. But yeah, I'm really here to kind of tell you all about how this game plays right now. And anyone who's played Sonic Generations or Sonic Unleashed before will kind of feel familiar with how this game plays. Okay, I'm starting to unlock trophies. This is weird. So when I did my review for the Sonic Stadium for this game, which you can read on sonicstadium.org, nice little plug there. I reviewed this game on my PlayStation 5, so I unlocked all sorts of trophies and stuff as I was playing along. I've completed the game, but because I've moved my game save onto my PS4 Pro, all the achievements that I would have got on my PS5, they didn't sync. So we're kind of in a bit of a weird space right now. PlayStation's kind of weird with their trophies. If a game's not been released yet, they will just have this thing where you can't access the trophies on the network. So yeah, what will probably happen is you'll see a lot of me basically re-earning a lot of trophies, but it's all good. But I just bring that up because, you know, if it says, hey, you got a trophy for completing this level, it's like, I've already completed this level. Trust me. I promise. This isn't... I didn't review the game without playing it properly. It's all good. I don't know if you can hear the music, but the music is generally very good as well. One of the reasons why I liked the original Sonic colours. There we go. First level done. I probably should have talked a little bit more about why this game's good, but hopefully you can see for yourself. A little bit of the rankings going on there. B rank. Yeah. Could have done better. Why has it ended up white on the stream for a hot minute? Okay. Just weird, I guess. There we go. You can break the numbers. Sorry, that's clear. But you get a trophy for busting all the numbers, so and all the rank letters as well. So, you know, do crime, break stuff. Sonic Colors Ultimate will love you for it. So Beckamation says, I like that the game isn't completely linear and you can choose the order to tackle certain worlds. Yeah, that's also a really great part of this. I mean, as you play through the story, you are tied to a number of worlds. So at first, you've only got Tropical Resort. As you complete, I think even before you get to the boss, you unlock some of the Wisps that you can access in some later levels. And then as you do that, Sweet Mountain unlocks, and you can tackle some of the levels there, then come back and finish Tropical Resort. But there are some parts that rely on the story having you complete some bosses in order to unlock the rest of the worlds. So it's not super like free, but it isn't as linear as most Sonic games. But if you are looking for that linear experience, the egg shuttle that I accidentally selected back in the space menu, that gives you basically a straight line, like from beginning to end, every single stage in order. You get to play that. So that's all good. Hi Dolius the Wolf, how are you doing? Hi Dreadnoks and everyone. Not Colt, PS4 Pro Pog. Truly is Pog. My PS5 is more Pog, but you know, as a backup, this is pretty good. Thunderlion Forever 07, great review by the way, lol. Thanks mate, means a lot. Yeah, I mean, I've, you know, obviously my background as a games writer, reviewer, whatever, kind of comes into it, I guess. But, you know, I've been doing the Sonic Stadium as a means to kind of improve my own writing as a hobby since I was 15 years old. So I've been reviewing Sonic games ever since then, ever since Sonic Adventure 2 came out, really. And so, you know, the reviews I do kind of have a real kind of... They come at it from a different angle from most other reviews. I think a lot of reviews wouldn't mention stuff about the soundtrack and things like that. So, yeah, that's Tropical Resort. Let me just, now that I've introed you to, you know, why this game is great, let me go into this area, the options satellite. So, if you buy the digital deluxe edition of this game, which You know, I might be completely called out in chat by this and getting this totally wrong, but my understanding is this comes out tomorrow, so you'll get to play this tomorrow if you get this version. But all the special features you get will be buried in this little satellite. So if you click here, this menu is mostly totally new for Sonic Colors Ultimate versus the original Wii version, mostly because this is where a lot of the improvements are buried. As you can see, Sonic's running around there. You can customize him. That's the big thing. You collect these park tokens within each stage. They're big and they're yellow. You can't miss them. And as you gather more, you can unlock more gloves, shoes, auras, and boosts for Sonic. And you start off with some really kind of, you know, cute little ones. Let me just go to the customize menu to show you. I haven't unlocked them all just yet. I only got 25 coins. Yeah, let's have a look here. My favorites at the moment, Cosmic Gloves. The only annoying thing here is that it doesn't... Sonic can't stop. He's always doing that animation. So if you want to kind of really look at, like, what kind of gloves are you wearing? What kind of gloves? What kind of shoes? What do they look like? You can't, because he's always moving, Sonic, always moving with his hands. So it kind of makes my eyes hurt. But they're good, I promise you. You can get silver gloves. Oh, actually, so right, let me back up a bit. Silver gloves, I don't know why it's up this high in the list, but this is one of the unlockables with the Digital Deluxe Edition. You get silver gloves, silver shoes, and gold gloves.
Whoa, looking good, Sonic.
Looking good, Sonic. Yeah. Thanks, Tails. There's the gold gloves right at the bottom of the list there.
That's awesome.
Tails, he's a bit of a fashionista, isn't he? He's all commenting on your style and stuff. It's great. Default is obviously his white gloves. What did he say?
Very cool.
Very cool.
I want that.
He wants his standard gloves. All right. Calm down, Tails. Jesus. So, yeah. So these are the ones you get to unlock from the very start. You get green gloves. They're all colours based off of the Wisps, obviously. So you get green gloves, Jade gloves, cyan gloves, blue gloves, orange gloves, purple gloves, pink gloves, yellow gloves. I can see a rainbow. See a rainbow. And then you get cheetah gloves, because apparently Sonic's from Essex. You can also have grid gloves, which look pretty cool. Dotted gloves, if you want to be a Dalmatian. Rad gloves, which are some of my favourite things ever. Loving the rad gloves. Tie-dye gloves are actually my favourite, so I'll put those on in a minute. Tiger gloves. Oh no, tiger gloves are the Essex. That's the Essex style. The only way is tiger gloves. Zebra gloves for a little bit of, you know, extra pep. I don't know. Zagged gloves, and then you get chrome stuff. Chrome red, chrome blue, chrome green, blah, blah, blah. So the gold gloves, silver gloves, they're part of the Digital Deluxe package. You get those unlocked for free. Well, free. You have to buy the digital edition, obviously. But you get them. You don't have to unlock them using these tokens. Same with the shoes. You've got, you know, it's the same stuff, really. Green, blue, blah, 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 chrome, and all the rest of it. Dotted and cosmic shoes. So basically, the shoes match the gloves. And we'll say no more of that. So we get gold shoes and silver shoes as well. That's also part of your Digital Deluxe package. So that's great. And now this is interesting. So you get an aura. I still don't really know what this is about, the aura. The only thing I can think of, the application of it in the game, is that one of the new additions in Sonic Colors Ultimate is that you can collect rings, you can collect packets of 10 rings, which is a big ring with a 10 in the middle, but they've added for Sonic Colors Ultimate a 100 ring, if that makes sense. So it's a big ring, well, bigger ring with 100 in it. And if you collect that, what I've noticed is not only do you get a lot of rings, that's obvious, but Sonic seems to go invincible for a certain period of time, and I think he gets like a little stars thing going on around him. I think that might be the aura. Or maybe it's just Sonic just chilling, I don't know. But you can pick from different auras. So the shoes and the gloves match, and the auras and the boosts match. And these are different. So you get floral aura, so you can have nice little leaves. The scent of autumn. Scent of autumn, what am I talking about? Ice aura, fire aura, which, you know, if you want to be angsty, I am all of me, that sort of thing. Light aura, which is pretty cool. This is free with the digital deluxe edition, and this is what you saw me play in Tropical Resort. So this is the Sonic movie aura, and you see him right here with his little blue quills, electrified blue quills, electrified eyes, just electrified everything, really. It's pretty cool. And you can unlock a dark aura, and you do this by winning enough, beating Metal Sonic in enough Rival Rush modes. And if I get far enough tonight, I might be able to unlock a new one and play that with you guys tonight. So that's all good. And then it's the same with the boosts, which, you know, when you boost, you know, that little weird flame thingy behind Sonic changes. So floral, ice, light, dark, Sonic movie boost. Yeah. So that's cool. I've unlocked all these because I spent my virtual monies. And now this is interesting. So you get a little avatar. You can't see mine at the moment because it's buried behind my face. So around about here, there's a little icon. And yeah, you can choose one of these. And these have no effect on anything. It's just a nice little token that you can have in the options satellite. So really don't bother. But what I found surprising is that they included a whole bunch of just non-Sonic related Sega stuff. So these characters are from Phantasy Star. Oh, am I going to have to move my bloody head? Hold on a second. Let's see if I can move my head. Because you're not going to see this otherwise. How's that? Does that work? Hey! Right, so you can see in the corner there now. No, you can't, because the PlayStation stupid thing's in the way. There you go. Right, so Reese. The talented Reese. The unforgettable, unmistakable Reese. Do you remember Reese? I don't. Mew. These are all characters from Phantasy Star 4, I believe. Rika. And then you got II, the absolute lad, you know? Game of the Year that's coming out. Super Monkey Ball. Is it Banana Mania? The one that's basically Super Smash Brothers, but Sega now. It's so weird. So you can unlock a Knuckles picture. These come free with the digital pack. So Sonic Movie related ones. Sonic Movie 1, 2, 3. That is the one I selected. Sonic Baby Sonic. And then you get Sonic, Tails, Yakka, Orange Wisp, Blue Wisp, Green Wisp, Yellow Wisp, sign with all the Wisps basically, Eggman, Metal Sonic, Orbot, Cubot, Eggpawn, Amy, Shadow, and then some random 30th anniversary related ones, I believe. So you got, just classic Sonic stuff. That Blind Squirrel Games, Sonic Team logo. I don't know why you choose them, but whatever. And then Angie Tails. Chows of all different shapes and persuasions. Oh, do you know what? Fuck yeah. Let's do it. Big the cat, brah. I wanted to take a moment to just appreciate that. Hope you understand. Blaze's in it as well. Oh, Blaze's been cut off by on air. I know I'm on air. That's why I'm here. That's why you're here. That's why we're all here. Oh my god. Silver Vector, and then Sega logos and stuff like that. Is there one I really like? Not entirely sure. There's a Super Speed, Sonic, Knuckles, Happy 30th, Supersonic, Puyo, and then it just gets weird. Puyo Puyo, Sega mashup, from the 3DS, Sega Classics 3D collection, that sort of thing. Virtua Fighter, Shining Force, Altered Beast, Samba de Amigo, Knights, Alex the Kid, Rent a Hero. I'm like, what? That's a deep cut. Shenmue as well. Because if you're buying Sonic Colors Ultimate, you're definitely a Shenmue fan. And obviously I bought the Jet Set Radio one because, got to represent. And then Rolf. Because who doesn't love Rolf? That is your lot when it comes to that. I'm going to move my head back 1 second. Let's just do this. There we go. I think that works. Okay. You don't need to see those anymore. Just know that Big the Cat is forever my avatar. Let's do that. So in this in this options menu, we've got records thing. That's just bog standard nonsense. It's a little bit more clearer how to unlock Supersonic as well through here. Let's have a look here. Don't know why. Hold on a second. My preview of the game source is acting up for some bizarre reason. I think it's coming through fine on the stream itself. I guess it'll kick itself into gear in a little while. Anyway, I'll just rely on the tiny stream output window I've got in my browser here. So yeah, Supersonic, it's a bit clearer how you unlock Supersonic. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten any Chaos Emeralds yet because the way you unlock them is a little bit of a busy work. You basically have to unlock, well, it says there, you collect all the red star rings, you unlock levels in the Gameland Simulator, which I'll show you in a second, and then when you complete the Act 3 of each of those worlds, you win a Chaos Emerald. But the problem is, you don't, the more red star rings you collect, the more levels you unlock, but it doesn't unlock Chaos Emerald 1 stages, then Chaos Emerald 2 stages, then Chaos Emerald 3 stages. It counts it as, you know, Chaos Emerald 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll show you in a minute. I'm not explaining it well, but basically it's stupid. And then the extras menu where you get to rewatch loads of cutscenes. Cutscenes where Sonic the Hedgehog sounds like a 40-year-old dude for some reason, instead of a 16-year-old ragamuffin, but whatever. And then you can also listen to the soundtrack. So right here you've got all the remixes, all the original tracks. Let me just clear something up, because I've mentioned this on Twitter a couple of times, but just in case you don't follow me on Twitter, or you haven't read my review on TSS or anything like that. I've had a lot of questions about the soundtrack, because obviously part of this whole deal is that there's loads of remixes involved, and I think Sega alluded to there being a toggle. You can switch between remix and original versions. You can see for yourself, I don't see an option to toggle. So contrary to what you may think about there being a toggle or not, there doesn't appear to be one. This may change in a day one patch, but I know there's a lot of feelings about the remixes based on what you've heard on YouTube and through various gameplay stuffs. So you know, whether your feelings on a remix is either here or there, don't worry. You can both listen to the remixes and the original versions, both in the sound test here, but also they've just included them in the levels. While you can't appear to toggle them for each act, it does look like you get remixes in certain zones, certain acts, and the original music in certain others. So, for example, Tropical Resort Act 1 is the remix version of the dun 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 dun. But then if you want to hear the original version of that, you've got to play Act 3, which includes the original version of that. So hopefully that makes sense. There's lots going on. One thing I should point out, from what I understand, the Digital Deluxe Edition, I might be wrong, but I thought there was supposed to be some additional remixes in this package as well, which should be in here somewhere. In a weird turn of events, the review code that we got for our US team was the Digital Deluxe version outright, but the version I got to write my review, which was this one, originally was just the standard edition. So I didn't get the Sonic movie stuff until today. I got a code for the Digital Deluxe expansion just so I could stream it for you guys. So I was actually in a unique position to kind of look through this menu and find, you know, what has been added compared to what I had before. I can't see anything extra in here. So I don't know if it really does come with extra remixes, or if that's like just a separate download that's not part of the game, or what. So, but yeah, that's the scoop on the Digital Deluxe stuff. I'm gonna let you have another look at Movie Sonic with his little metal. I'm gonna change his gloves again. Screw it. Why have I given him bog standard gloves? Let's have a look. What do I want to give him? Oh, the tie-dye.
That's awesome.
Also, the shoes should be different. My favorite loadout. It's like Call of Duty, isn't it? My Sonic loadout.
I want that.
Rad shoes. Totally 90s. Let's do this. Right, let's get back to some actual gameplaying. We've been in this stupid menu long enough. Hopefully that gives you an overview of what is in the digital edition pack that you'll get tomorrow if you've played it already. So let's see. Does anyone have any particular requests for levels, or should I just burn through a couple and see where we end up? We'll go in Sweet Mountain, play a level or two. Excuse me. I haven't got the Rona, don't worry. I've just been talking for way too long. It's destroying my throat. So, I'm on a red ring hunt at the moment. I've completed the game. I've got A's and S's all over the place. I need to get myself all the red star rings so I can unlock some Chaos Emeralds. So maybe I'll pick a couple of stages where I pour my way embarrassingly through some of these stages and try and pick some stuff up. But this is Sweet Mountain. This is the second zone, if you like, of Sonic Colors Ultimate. And it's full of sweets, really. Rockets and that. So, what I just picked up are just standard white Wisps. They give Sonic boost powers. So, they are a boost gauge for Sonic. As you can see in the bottom corner, as I destroy enemies, that bar fills up. Well, you can't really see it because the Sonic Stadium logo is in a way, but believe me, it's there. And by pressing circle, at least on PlayStation version, you can boost. It's great. The cornering on this is using the same button as the boost. So you hold the button down, you press left and right, and you spin left and right. I actually prefer the way they've done the drifting in Sonic Colors compared to something like Sonic Unleashed, where it was actually introduced. My problem with Sonic Colors was that, and this is going to sound really weird, I'm so sorry, but my problem with Sonic Unleashed really is that it goes too fast, right? You cannot react. If you're a speedrunner, that's great, but you know, if you're just playing casually, you just can't really enjoy the game. And drifting, while amazing, was part of that too. But it seems to be much refined in Sonic Colors, where you can actually control where Sonic's going. I've stopped because I want to show you the Wisp power that I've just picked up, which is the Drill Wisp. You can basically burrow underground with a scenario. You only have a certain amount of time, as you can see on the gauge. If that runs out and I'm still in drill mode and underground, Sonic snuffs it. So you don't want Sonic to snuff it. You want him to get out of here just in time. And as you might expect, if you burrow far enough underground, you might unlock some new routes for Sonic to get around. Like this little area. And some of them will include red star rings. As you can see, I've got them all already, so I don't really need it. This is a new Wisp, the Jade Ghost Wisp. So, for those who've never played Sonic Colors before, but have played Team Sonic Racing before, Jade Ghost Wisp will be familiar for you. If you played Sonic Colors and not Team Sonic Racing, well, play Team Sonic Racing. But also, this is new for you. So, they've included the Jade Ghost Wisp pretty much to add an extra dimension of traversal around the levels. By using the Ghost Wisp, you can actually phase through the walls here and there, but only at points where there's like a dot that Sonic can connect to. It doesn't last very long either, so you only have a couple of seconds to make this work. So I'm going to show you how this works. To activate any Wisp, you use one of the triggers. So as you can see, there's like little circles here. Press the button, hover yourself over to it, and then, like I said, it doesn't last very long at all. It's only there to like access tiny little areas like that. But yeah, that's your Jade Ghost Wisp, and the implementation of it is actually pretty decent, I've got to say. A lot of these, you know, when you play remasters and they go, "Oh, we've added this. This is great," and it's like it's actually not great. It's just sort of there. Check out this egg pawn. He's a little chef. So cute. He's got a little whisk and everything. I like the egg pawns, right? I mean, they were pretty humdrum in Sonic Heroes in the game they were introduced in. But you know, in this game, they actually thought, well, let's use the egg pawns a little bit. You know, you do have standard egg pawns there in the game, but you also have themed egg pawns, which are just, you know, they're themed to the level. So in Tropical Resort, they'll carry they'll carry little welcome signs and they'll bat you around with it. Oh, one great thing about this game is that it includes Badniks from the original Sonic games. So those were obviously Buzz Bombers. And this is the Laser Wisp. The great thing about the Laser Wisp now, for anyone who's played the Wii version, they will feel my pain about this. You had to use motion controls to actually get anything done with the Wisp controls. It was part of the Wii's gimmick with the Wii remote. Obviously, with motion controls not present in the PlayStation 4 and Xbox, you have to use standard controls. So they've adapted it pretty well. And this is most felt in the Laser Wisp because you can just hold the button and really make where you're shooting very precision friendly. It's very cool. So let go of that. Boom, 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 and you're out. And yeah, as I was saying before, like I just really love the themes in this game. You know, Sonic just running around like a big sweet palace. It's just every kid's dream, right? You don't want to get hit by that thing. These things you can break. That's one of those 100 rings that I was talking about. And as you can see, makes Sonic invincible for a period of time. Not for very long, but just long enough. I'm getting that. Bosh. I'm not really taking advantage of like massive shortcuts here. Mostly because I've forgotten them. But also because I just kind of want to show you what this is all about, you know? Really? I don't see any Eggman robots. I think the rocket blew them up. Amazing. Oh. No! Why? Oh, I can't believe I did it again. This is the professional gameplay that you expect from the Sonic Stadium. Boom. There you go. Wisp container, destroy. Right, let's see what some people are saying in the chat. Ow, my ears. That fully charged laser sound is piercing. Yeah, sorry about that. Can't really control that. The other thing that's also super loud, I'll say, is with the homing attacks, they've added like a space of time where you can do what's called a perfect homing attack, and that's you might have seen a green circle appear as the lock-on appears. That's your tiny time window that you have to actually home attack enemies, and if you do, you get more points. That adds to your score, which obviously increases your rank. But every time you do that, which is a lot of the time because it's quite easy to actually, the time window is quite forgiving, but you hear this like intense like sound every time you do it, and it's loud. You know, it haunts my dreams. I still hear the screams of the Wisps. Can you use the Sonic movie icons for the game console menus? For example, can I use the Sonic movie icons for my Switch menu profile? Says Ray Smash Brawl 176. I think these are just limited to Sonic Colors Ultimate, I'm afraid. I could be wrong, but I don't think. I mean, it would be true on my PS4 as well, right? Like, but I don't think it installs anything on your PS4. I would check right now, but I think that would just kill the stream, so I won't do that. How about I get back to you on that one? Not cold. Can we see some Metal Sonic? Lol. You don't have to lol, mate. Right here for you. So, yes, let's talk about this for a second. So this is another new addition to this remaster. Metal Sonic was not a part of the original Sonic Colors game. What they've done here, Blind Squirrel Games, the developer of Sonic Colors Ultimate, is they've added a new mode called Rival Rush. I think it's called Rival Rush. Oh yeah, it says at the bottom. Duh. So you unlock these special races against Metal Sonic. You have to collect a certain amount of red star rings in a zone. I think it's something like 15. It's usually been 15 when I've unlocked mine. So on a random stage, you can't pick and choose where you race Metal Sonic. He comes and finds you, right? So he will be like, that zone, I want to do you. So you go to him and you say, oh, I'll do you first, mate. So you press the triangle button. And then a lot of people commented on this, and I laughed the first time I saw this. This looks like a bad pop-up from like the internet in 2001 or something. Like, hot singles in your area. Metal Sonic, do you accept? And I don't know if that's intentional or not, but you know, perhaps. So, ooh, I've never heard that music before. That's interesting. All of the colors look different because you're racing Metal Sonic, and he's like wants to do you in. Oh, yeah, I'm probably going to show myself up now because Metal Sonic's actually quite fast, and you have to really try hard to kind of beat him. So, see, he's just gone right ahead. What the hell, man? Right, let's see if I can remember this level enough to just do him over. Oh, I should have jumped past that. Let's go, let's do this. I think this is how I beat him the last time, but... Rocket. That's a new one. If you haven't played this game before, sorry. I'm probably going to be too busy trying to beat this guy before explaining anything, so do bear with me for a second. Oh god, he's catching up. Can I land on that platform first? Yep. Okay, up. Up. Boom. Come on. Oh god. Haven't got enough boost. Right, let's see if I can get up there. Right, this is usually the shortcut. Let's see. Oh no, he's all the way up there. I don't think I've beaten him. Hey, I don't know how I did that. I swear I saw him like all the way down the track there. That's weird. Excuse me. But yeah, that is one example of rival rush mode. The one thing I will say is that the Random Gamer 0070 mentioned it, right? The profile picture on the progress bar. Like, you can see where Metal Sonic is tracking against you, but it's quite hard to tell how close or far away he really is from you because the profile icons overlap. So I was having a real hard time trying to understand where he was. But there you go. Ah, there's the big profile pic on the progress bar. Yeah, I guess so. So I've showed you some Sweet Mountain. I did a level or two of, well, I did one level of Tropical Resort. I just want to appreciate this whole thing right now, because the great thing about Sonic Colors is that there's so much character in it. I mean, look at this guy right here. This little guy, just twizzling around, falling into the soup. He's going to come back in a minute. Look, wait, here he comes. Hey, there we go. And then you see the other egg pawns in little teacups, and oh, here he comes. Hey. So before I do it again, he's just going to come back, isn't he? Let's see. Let me know if there is any specific levels you want me to play. Starlight Carnival, Asteroid Coaster, that sort of thing. Otherwise, I'm just going to play it by ear. I think I'm going to play some Planet Wisp next, though, if I keep it to myself. I like the guy in the teacup. Yeah, he's funny. I'm trying to... Every time I look at one of these maps, I keep looking at the egg pawns and seeing what they're doing. So as you can see, the thematic egg pawns in this are like little construction workers. The deal with Planet Wisp is that it's under construction. It's part of the theme park that hasn't been built yet. And as you can see, in terms of my progress, I still need... that's also under construction. Terrible, I know. There you go. I'll play the first level. Hopefully you can hear some of the music in this as well. I'll probably shut up for a bit and just let you soak this in. Actually, let me turn the music up. This is a new one. Spikes. He sticks to walls. Boom! And he has a spin dash as well. It's great. Can I do anything with that? No? Oh, there you go. That was a bit overkill, wasn't it? Let's get back up there. Turn it down a bit. This little guy is a tail save icon. Oh, I got 2 out of that. How about that? The tail save icon is a new addition to Sonic Colors Ultimate. Essentially what it does is if you fall down a pit, bottomless pit, Tails will come and rescue you and put you back where you dropped off. And it doesn't sound like much, but the benefit of that is you get to keep all of your... Oh, sugar. You get to keep all of your red star rings and your tokens that you might have collected up until then. Otherwise, you get put back to the last star post. And if that happens, you lose all your red star rings. You have to get them again. It's not a good time. Can I go down there? Ooh, Jade Ghost. What's that all about? The great thing about this game, it makes you kind of explore the levels a lot more as well. Let's see if I can get up here. Okay. Bit of a bust, but okay. There we go. Great question. Does Tails save you only from pits? What about deaths from enemies or stage hazards? I think it's just pits. I mean, Tails can't really resuscitate you if you end up getting shot, I suppose. He's there. His main thing is flying, right? So I assume it's just that. Now, the only reason I'm stuck on this screen, and this is a choice, is I want to illustrate something here. This version of Sonic Colors, at least the review codes that myself, some of the other Sonic fans, Sonic influencers, and other critics have got, is not without its level of bugs. You may have read something about glitches or something like that on the internet or on YouTube or something like that. Yes, it's a pre-release version of the game. There will probably be a day one patch either tomorrow or next week, or maybe not, who knows. But there are some glitches that I should probably point out. Now, one of the big ones that I should mention that I have personally noticed is in audio, right? So I've noticed every now and then while I was playing the game, the audio, the music would just cut off. And this is an example of that. It should be playing the music, but it ain't. So it's just dead. So yeah, sometimes that happens. I've noticed that happening mostly when I'm activating a Wisp. And to be honest, this game has been on great behavior since I've been streaming tonight. I was half expecting all of the music for the Wisps to just not be working, but every time I've activated a Wisp, it's just behaved. It's just been like, yep, here's the music for the Wisp you want. And I'm like, great, thanks. But yeah, there are some issues with this. You may have seen a video or two where it's just non-stop glitches of Sonic Colors, and if I'm being brutally honest, that it's just a bit irresponsible and not really relevant. That every game has its glitches. I've seen a couple of major graphical glitches, yes, and those need to be fixed for sure. But it hasn't really impacted my gameplay. I've seen and read a lot about stuff in the background disappearing, like Ferris wheels and all the rest of it. It doesn't really matter. It's nothing. They may exist. I'm not saying they don't. But when you're playing the game, you don't notice these things. And I'm not saying that's an excuse to just say, well, that's all right then. I'm not saying that. But I think there is a risk of, highlighting these things to the point of saying, look at this is a bad port. And it's really not. Like, it's a very enjoyable game. It's faithful to the original Sonic Colors, which already played really well. And I think one of the things about this game is that it obviously is trying to remake or remaster, I should say, a game that was coded on a Nintendo Wii. So this game logic is like 10 years old. And they're trying to update it for modern platforms. There's gonna be a bit of turbulence, do you know what I mean? So yes, while there are glitches in Sonic Colors Ultimate for now, it may or may not be patched, so bear that in mind if you're on the fence about buying this game. You can read my review on the Sonic Stadium to get like the proper definitive view on it. I'm not super pro. I mean, in general, I am, yes, very super pro Sonic Colors. If you told me what my favorite 3D Sonic game was, I'd say it's this. But in terms of review, I'm not super buy this game, it's the best thing ever. And I'm not like, this game's trash, don't buy it. I'm very straight down the middle with you guys. So if you want an honest opinion about all of this stuff and how it affects you, read the review. Let us know what you think, and hopefully this gameplay stream will also help give you some information. I'm seeing some comments about C ranks. I'm very sorry about that. Basically, when I got my code for Sonic Colors Ultimate, I got it literally the day before the embargo dropped for the reviews. So I basically had to beat this game in record time, and I had a massive headache the night before, so I thought, I'll just play it all night, and then I got a migraine, and I was just like, I can't play this, so I ended up having to... Well, I did play it all night. I had to basically fight that migraine, essentially. So it almost killed me, but we're here, and I thought I did a pretty level-headed review out of it, so hopefully you can enjoy that. But if everyone's talking about C ranks, what I am going to do is maybe fix that by maybe playing these levels a little bit better instead of just darting through them. I'm going to turn the music up, and I'm going to shut up for a second so you can enjoy some of the music. I understand why I got a C in this. I'll be honest. I only went that way so I could try and explore what was over there. I'll play it properly now. Right, I definitely want to show you this one. This is the Frenzy Wisp, purple. You unlock it much later on in the game, so this is one of the things. You'll get certain Wisps that you can't access immediately, and you'll have to replay the levels to actually get access to them again. And this is one of them. The Frenzy Wisp is much later in the game, and by doing it, you turn Sonic into a monster, like a real monster that eats things. It's actually quite scary. Eat everything, and he gets bigger the more he eats. Oh, there's a red star ring. Just gonna eat the world. Thanks for joining the stream, Beckymation. Hope you have a good night. And thanks for everyone who's already in the stream, just checking this out. I hope you're enjoying it and not getting too much secondhand cringe from me playing this terribly. And I hope this is informative for you at the very least. I don't think that's. Oh well, it's a B. Oh good. How about that? I thought it was going to be like a D or something, the way I was playing. Shocking behaviour. Let's see if I can break all these. I didn't quite make it. Let's see what some of the chat's saying. Let's see. Blue Typhoon 17. From what I've seen, most of the bugs aren't game breaking, but I do hope the graphical bugs get patched. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I was to be honest, the two times that I really noticed it and it impacted my gameplay a little bit. There was a moment in Tropical Resort where I picked up a Jade Ghost Wisp early on in the stage. It was one of the smaller stages, and I went underneath some of the game world. You're supposed to. That's part of the that's where the Jade Wisp wanted you to go. But when you went further down, some of the level structure had completely disappeared. And it reappeared when you went back up, but if you actually traveled down, the world around you just basically disappeared, and it was a bit disorienting because it was kind of like, well, what do I do here? It was a bit naff. The only other time that I saw a graphical glitch that really bothered me in terms of I noticed it and it affected my play was in the Sonic Simulator. There's a level where you use the drill wisp a lot to kind of navigate through a lot of tunnels, and the camera zooms out, and when it does that, some of the rings that are underground, they kind of flash, like they kind of appear and disappear and stuff, and I'm pretty sure that's not meant to happen. So those are the only two instances where I've really noticed something going on, and obviously there's obviously a lot more going on as well. There's videos out there where people nitpick things like this to absolute shreds, but it's really not a big deal. And
At least it's not when you're playing it. You might notice it watching me play it and go, oh, what's up with that? That's fine. I'm playing it and I'm not noticing it, so it's fine. So, you know, I guess it's the difference between playing it and not playing it. When you're playing it, it's really good fun. Sonic moves really well in this. Like I said, they kept it pretty faithful to the original Sonic colors. So, you know, Sonic moves really well in 3D. They haven't really done too much with him in 2D. That's the only downside compared to the original Sonic colors. His movement's a bit wooden in 2D because, and I think that's only if you compare it to something like Sonic Mania, where, you know, or classic Mega Drive Sonic games, where the physics are a lot more fluid. I get why they did it in this way, but it's kind of not my preference. So I would have liked to have seen some, you know, tweaks to the physics in the 2D plane, but maybe by doing that they mess up some of the overall feel of the game. So, you know, I'm not too bummed out that they didn't do it. There you go. You start to get levels where egg pawns have guns now, and it's really annoying. Like these little beggars. Wait. There we go. There was one further back that I missed, I think. Almost everything you do in this game gives you score. So, oh, there's the other one. Look at that. I'm glad I did that now. Oh god, this might be a mistake. There we go. So, what was I saying? Yeah, almost everything you do in this game gives you points. So if you're looking for an A rank or an S rank, it's not. It is about speed as well. You know, like most Sonic games, but it is also about how you play the game. So if you use a frenzy Wisp like I'm about to do, and you rack up a lot of eats, you get a lot of combo points for that. Same with the laser Wisp. If you bounce off too many diamonds or kill loads of enemies, you get a massive points boost of that, and that really helps your score. So let's frenzy this up. Ruff, 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 ruff. I'm a dog. I'm Sonic the Dog Hog. Oh jeez, look at that. Walking the dog. I'm just walking the dog. That was mental. There we go. Pickaxe guys. These guys are on strike, surely. Oh. God. If I could change one thing about modern 3D Sonic games, like, in terms of, like, what they do, the one gimmick I would remove is, like, having to slide under things. Really bothers me. It's worse in Sonic Unleashed when they introduced that whole system, because you go so fast, you literally have no chance to actually, like, slide underneath unless you know it's there already. So for speedrunners, it's great because you know when to press the slide, you know when to press jump. Sonic Colors does this a little bit better because it telegraphs a little bit better where the slidey bits are, but even then, I'm just like, look, just death to sliding parts. I shouldn't have to, like, try it and be an acrobat in this game. Do you know what I mean? Like, let me go fast and be Sonic. Sonic can fall faster on demand. Ha! He sure can. You press a button and he just dives. Oh, look, there we go. Yes! Live and in situ. I've collected enough Red Star rings to unlock Mr. Metal Sonic. Oh, good, he's gone to the first level. What do you say, chat? Shall we take him on? Sort him out? Does both S ranks and red stars contribute to 100% per area, or just one of them? Says Light Sage. You have to do both to get the percentage up. So if you get all the red star rings, you won't get 100%. You have to do the S ranks as well. Yeah, just a bit of replay value there. Hope that answers your question. The chat has gone a bit weird for me, so it's kind of shoved everything else. Oh, so we can't just get... All right, so Blue Typhoon already answered his question. I am really on the case here, aren't I? Send metal, pack in. Sweet. Let's do this. All right, we're gonna... Oh no, I did it wrong. I have played the... I've just set up the original. Well, maybe I'll play this anyway, just so I can run through some stuff. I'll try and remember the best bits, because I'm going to need to know like where the shortcuts are in this game to have a chance against Metal Sonic, I think. Oh, gonna need to... There we go. I forgot to do that last time. I'm gonna have to do that. Right. Chat, remind me to hit that spring.
I can do this all day.
I did that on purpose, you see. See, that's what happens. Everything works out in the end. So that's what happens when you use a tail safe. It's automatic. So if you fall to your death, tail, if you have one of those, I'll point to where it is. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. You see the tails icon. So I've got 31 tails icons at the moment. So I can fall to my death 31 times, and tails will save me every time if I'm that stupid. If I fall 32 times, I'll go back to maybe the beginning of the level or wherever the last star post is, and I will lose all the red star rings I got. From that point onwards, I'll lose tokens and all the rest of it. So yeah, that's it. Right, let's see if I can actually hit the stupid thing this time. There we go. Oh, poo pants. Tails, save me.
I'm on my way.
Thanks, buddy. He's going to get bored of me in a minute. Right. Let's actually do this time. Oh, no. I forgot that speed was a thing. Right, I'm going to see if I can use this thingy somewhere else. Actually, I'm going to use this. What console am I playing this on? I am playing this currently on a PlayStation 4 Pro. And it is, well, according to the console, super sampled. So I don't know if that means... I'm guessing it means it's not its native resolution. It's kind of been up-resed based on the console or something. When I reviewed this game, I reviewed it on a PlayStation 5. And that was decent because what ended up happening was the loading times were a lot better on that game. Purely because of the SSD. Right, let's see if I can... Oh! Should have jumped for that. Let's go this way this time. No, that was stupid. I immediately regret. Let's do rocket this time. Oh. That was a waste of time. I'm so stupid. Let's just ghost it. Boom. That's how you do it. Okay, what's chat talking about? If you run out of saves, you go back to your last star post, lose all red star rings from after that point, as well as all rings collected. That's correct, Random Gamer 0070. Not Colt. You have to do it with Metal Sonic chasing you. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. That's not going to be fun. Got to figure out how to do this, guys. Look, Yakka's judging me. He's like, you ain't good enough for this. It's like the bouncer of Sonic Colors. Right. Do you accept? I do accept. Right. Let's biff this guy. It's funky music. Right, here we go. Wish me luck. No, that's not helpful. Let's try that again, shall we? Boom. Right. Come on. See what I mean? His icon's above mine, so it kind of gives me the fear all the time. He's a nippy little bastard, isn't he? Oh, Fook. Oh, don't go for the red star rings. They're not there. You little git. Oh, that was stupid. We can do this, guys. We can do this. I'm slowly learning. Bing, bing, bing. Come back. No! Right, plan B. I have no idea where I'm going here. I think he's got me this time. Doesn't help that I've run out of this. Sugar. The Jade Wisp will save me. Did I do it? No! Yeah, alright. Let's try that again. Right, let's do this. Boom! I won't muff it up this time. Come on. Don't like this guy. Oh, god damn it. Right. I'm going to try not to stomp on things. One more time. This is the one. This is the one. It's a pretty game, isn't it? Get the hell behind me, boy. Get the hell behind me, you silly brick. Stupid robot man. Gonna kick you in the head. Stupid robot man. Gonna kick you in the head. Right, let's do this. Whip, whip, woo! Right. I'm gonna actually use this for good instead of evil. Will he good or evil? Come on! Oh, whatever, man. Oh, I'm just ahead of him. I'm just ahead of him. Let's do this. Come on. Oh, missed it. It's fine. It's fine. We can make this work. Oh no. Should have gone for the Jade goes Wisp. Poop. Right, I know what I'm doing now. I hope you guys are getting a good enough, impression of A, my crappy skills, and B, rush mode, rival rush mode. Where is this guy? He's so fast. Wow. Wow. Oh, you... That happened last time as well. Sonic, why you gotta do this to me? Why you gotta do this? But it gives you a pretty decent challenge, right? I mean, you've really got to be on your toes. You've got to know everything about the level. And this is really showing how much I've forgotten in the last 10 years, because I probably would have done this pretty easily if this was on the Wii. Who am I kidding? I would have sucked at this too. Alright. For England, James. Come on, let's do this. He's right on my bum. How is he doing that? Man. Oh, you little git. Right, I'm not going to miss this time. Let's go this way. Thought I messed it up last time, but... Okay. Did anyone see Metal Sonic just standing like that? That's weird. Yeah. So that's that's Metal Sonic done again. I wasn't going mad, right? It was Metal Sonic just standing there, just kind of going levitation. Woo. See, it's stuff like that. It's glitches like that where I'm just like, you know what? It's fine. Like, everybody loves the glitches in Sonic Adventure, right? They are crappy, but they are part of the game's charm. It's a little bit different when you're talking about something like that, which kind of looks a bit broken, but hey, I still beat the guy, so who cares, right? And this is what you get for beating the guy. So, well, you don't always get an icon. I got an icon because this is my third time I've beaten him. You also get 50 park tokens. So I will confirm this. Thank you very much. Yeah, you get a lot of tokens for beating the guy. It's quite good. Okay, so right, I'll tell you what, let's have some fun. For those of you who've never heard this before, I'm going to run through all the different intros to all the different areas. So I'm going to turn this up, I'm going to shut up, and you can listen to all the different introductions by Dr. Eggman of each world.
Next up, the Tropical Resort. There, you'll find breathtaking views from our giant Ferris wheel, amazing deals in the shopping mall, and constant risk of bodily harm. Next stop, the Sweet Mountain. Enjoying our candy paradise is the perfect way to celebrate your next birthday, or to avoid reaching it. Next stop, the Starlight Carnival. The sheer scale of our illuminated space fleet is sure to make you feel small and insignificant by comparison. Next stop, Planet Wisp. This attraction is currently off limits, as it is still under construction and may not be dangerous enough for visitors yet. Next stop, the Aquarium Park. This underwater attraction is the perfect place to commune with sea life and hopefully get chummy with a shark. Next stop, the Asteroid Coaster. Zoom along through and sometimes into space debris, then lose your lunch in 0G. Welcome to Gameland, home of the ever-popular Sonic Simulator. Waste time with your pathetic friends in multiplayer mode.
I just had to play that extra one as well. Waste time with your pathetic friends. So good. Right, I've probably got another 20 minutes left on the clock, or maybe we'll run this out for another hour. Who knows? We'll play it by ear. But I am going to play some more levels. I feel like I've spent a lot of time in Planet Wisp. Show you some tropical resorts, show you some Sweet Mountain, and now I want to play one of my favorite levels, Starlight Carnival, because this level is just pretty. It's so pretty. You can't see because of my head is right here, but there's a guy with a trumpet just here, and he's just living life. And you'll see these about all over the place. I'm going to... I won't do the... I'll play the music. I'll play the music. I'm going to shut up and play the music for you so you can enjoy it. Let me just turn this off for a sec.
Attention! The anti-gravity toilets on this level are out of order. We are sorry for this inconvenience and hope that you can hold it for another 20,000 light years. We seem to be losing pressure on level 17.
squished at the end. I mean, I thought I was going to proper clutch it, but nah, was not to be. Skip the elevators, you sneaky person. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to actually go the upper route with the cube, but then I couldn't figure it out. So what happens with the cube power-up is that when you use the item, any blue disc turns into a cube, and any blue cubes turn back into a disc that you fall through. Unfortunately, you need solid ground to actually activate the blue cube, because otherwise you just fall right through it. So I was trying to figure out very quickly how to go up there while I still had time left, but nope, wasn't happening. Let's see if I can play another level of Starlight Carnival. Let's see if I can get higher than a C on this. I don't know. But this level is gorgeous, isn't it? Like, it's like the set pieces in Sonic Colors is one of my favorite things. You know, it's just so good, so good. I've never seen anything that, like, you know, a lot of people can talk about, you know, the graphical fidelity of this game. You know, oh, it's not, you know, it's not super 4K HD and textures and blah blah blah. But there's a lot to be said about art style, outside of just, you know, Sonic has realistic fur, it is good. It's like, no, this is there's actually like an art style to this as well. Oops. See if I can... Oh. Won't let me get that now. My point still stands about the art thing, yeah? Did you see what he tried to do there? He tried to toot at me. He went, burp. What a clown. You're getting biffed. Oopsie doodle. Oh, can I jump up it? Yes. Yes. Nom nom nom, eat the things, eat the things. Oh, I can't jump that high anymore. Poop! Ah, red star ring up there. Never mind. Yeah, that's why I got a C in this. Because I need to go up the top there. I'll take a B. I'll take a B. So for those of you not played Sonic Colors before, there's 7 acts to each world, and really it kind of feels more like 3 or 4, because most of the stages are kind of bite-sized levels, like the one I just played. They have like their own little one-stage only gimmick sort of thing. Each zone, I guess you'd call them, has basically like 1 or like 2, maybe 3 like substantial acts and a boss, and then the other 3 acts are kind of like, I wouldn't say filler material, because they don't overstay their welcome, but they're good little challenges. Think of them like the little challenges that you had in Sonic Generations, you know, with Sonic and his little friends, you know, having to race Knuckles or use Amy to swing a thing, like that, but obviously like more limited to just Sonic's moveset. Starlight Carnival, you're my favorite. Right. Going to play some Aquarium Park as well. That's also a favorite. It's funny because it's kind of like, even though the only underwater bits are kind of in 2D in this game, it's still a great example of a 3D water level done right. It's strange. And they actually use the Wisps to great effect. The drill Wisp not only gets you obviously drilling underground in Tropical Resort, but you can also use it in this zone to swim underwater like at great speed. So I'll show you the first act of that. And I love how I love the kind of oriental vibe that this level gives you. Actually, you might not have heard this remix before, so I'm going to turn this up.
enjoy them with a delicious soy glaze at the Bucket of Sushi restaurant. Please avoid breaking the glass.
Yeah, that's a good level. It's just nice to see like a water level properly represented. Oh, he's actually underwater as well. That's why he's floating about. Nice, nice, nice. What's chat saying? Fun fact, there were only going to be 3 acts per zone, but to flesh out the game more, they cut each act into 2. This is why you can bypass the end of Tropical Resort 1 and boost straight into the beginning of Act 2. However, none of the objects will be loaded in that area. That's very interesting. Random Gamer 0070. Also a very interesting name. I know you mentioned earlier that that's not your fault. Oh yeah, and not Colt. What's that evil-looking Sonic planet on the World Select? I will show you in a minute. That is the Sonic Simulator, as has already been described. Actually, I'll show you it now. Screw it. It's glowing red because I've collected enough red star rings to unlock a new level. So, yeah. It is also the de facto multiplayer mode, so let me just show you a bit of this, because this is really cool. It's quite funky. It's obviously very retro, so Eggman's Sonic Sim. You've got this. You can actually play 2 players. I can't remember what 1.5 player is, actually. I think it's just... I think with the Wii, you could, you know, with like Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii, you had like a sort of a half multiplayer mode where one person played as Mario and the other person played as like the Luma thing that shot the little chip bits and stuff. I think 1.5 player is a bit like that, but I don't really know how that translates. But yeah, the general scope of this game, this mini game, is you play as a robot Sonic that Eggman has created, and you have to go through these trials. As you can see, these are the robot Sonics. You can pick, I think, no, they're not all the colours of the Wisps, they're just random colours. Yeah, you get green, Scourge, red Sonic, blue Sonic, black Sonic, pink Sonic. So, you know, pick your poison, really. They're all robots at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter. You get these limiters as well, so you can choose how fast you want to go. I think it doesn't really mean anything in terms of trophy or anything like that. I think it just gives you a challenge. If you really want to go super slow, you can. I can't remember what the limiter means, but I can't select it anyway. So I guess it means it's on. Let's give it a go. So at the moment I've unlocked, you start off with the first stage of each of these 7 zones. And as you collect more red rings, you can unlock more. So I've unlocked 6-2 just now. Limit is a time limit. Okay, thanks for that, Random Gamer. That's awesome. And 1.5 player lets you play with 2 people, but player 2 is invincible and can retreat into the hoverball whenever they want. But they can't go off the screen or else they're forced into hoverball mode. Okay, cool. Hi, Tia Goat. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, you unlock these, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, blah, blah, blah. That's by red star rings that you collect in level, but all of these are unlocked from the start, these ones. You might have noticed a little icon above each of these numbers. Little green thing, little yellow thing, little silver thing. These are Chaos Emeralds. So these are how you unlock Supersonic. So what you have to do is unlock enough red rings to unlock a third act of each of these. And when you complete the third one, you get the Chaos Emerald. I unfortunately haven't earned enough red star rings to even get 1-3 yet, which is annoying. So maybe that'll be sometime soon. Maybe I can do a follow-up stream when I unlock all these things. One amazing thing about these stages, this might seem obvious to anyone who's a classic Sonic fan at heart, but these stages are basically Sonic colorified versions of stages from the original Sonic the Hedgehog, or at least some of them are. The 2D ones definitely are. So you can definitely see level layouts and maps for Marble Zone, Green Hill Zone, Starlight Zone, and Scrap Brain Zone is what I've noticed. There are loads of others. So let's just dive right in. Let's do the first one. And they're little robotic chiptune versions of level music you get in the original acts. So from Sonic Colors. So this is a chiptune version of Tropical Resort Zone. So this isn't a 1-to-1 Green Hill Zone, but as I play through this, you will definitely see how there's influence. If you remember how, I'm sure most people know how Green Hill Zone Act 1 is designed, but in case you don't, hopefully this will jog some memories. Taking the upper route. And you'll know that bit. Everybody remembers that bit from Sonic 1. I don't know why the billiard balls are here, but adds an extra sense of danger, I guess. So yeah, it's just Eggman's bastardized version of Sonic 1 levels, really. Maybe he's feeling nostalgic. I don't know. And this ball that's following me, that's actually player 2, or it should be player 2. I'm playing 1-player mode, so obviously there is no player 2. But if I was playing with an extra controller or an extra friend, they would assume that ball, and they would play the levels with me as well. Unfortunately, I don't think the Gameland music has been remixed. I think they've kept the remixes to the main stage themes and the bosses. So, hi everyone who's just joined us in the chat. Just to answer any questions, I know this has been asked a couple of times. How are you playing it early? This is a review code provided to me by Sega. I received this... When did I receive it? Tuesday evening, UK time. And I literally had like half a day to write my review because the embargo for the reviews obviously lifted on Wednesday. yeah, yesterday afternoon UK time. So there we go. That's how I'm playing it early, and that's how I've got as far as I have. Because you know, me having a life and all that stuff, there's no way I would have gotten this far with this game save just in a 2-hour playtime. I'm not that good. I want to play this one as well because I think this one is kind of a mimic of Marble Zone from Sonic 1. And you know, obviously there's no lava in this. I mean, obviously, no duh, but you will be able to see like mimics, like these platforms moving up. Like if you remember at the beginning of Marble Zone Act 1, there's going to be a bit coming up where I jump across the number of floating platforms, and that's going to represent the lava bit. There's this little cave. If you remember the cave with the bat bots, I can't remember what the bat bots are called now. I think they are called bat bots. But yeah, here's the bit where you jump over the lava and the platforms get on fire and stuff, and then you go down into the cave bit, the bits that crush you, and the iconic bit where you have to push the block into the hole, but you don't do that. You just hit switches this time. There you go. Oh. No pushing blocks in this game. Just run along. They just let you run through the lava there. Oops. The wall jump is a great move, but it's also a pain because, you know. So one thing this game is not going to have from the original Sonic 1 is the secrets in the walls. If you remember, Marble Zone had bits where you jumped in the walls. Right, these little Eggman hearts, obviously you're playing Dr. Eggman's Super Simulator for Sonic, and you're playing as Eggman Sonic robots. So to get a nice tasty bonus, you can pick up those little Eggman hearts. You love Eggman, so you get points. It's really quite simple. And there you go. That's not me losing rings, by the way. That's rings just pissing out of the big ring so that I can get more rings. And more points! More points for everyone! And that's basically Gameland. Like, the aesthetic is essentially the same. So I don't know if I want to play too many of these because it's just going to... There's not much more to it than that. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think 3-2 is basically Scrap Brain Act 1 as well. There are some levels that are 3D as well. Sorry, knocking a microphone about. There are some levels that are 3D as well. That I don't think they are ripping off any classic Sonic game. But the 2D ones definitely have some air of Sonic to it. Actually, I'm going to play this one because I unlocked it, so might as well. Let's see if this is anything in particular. Or it's just a 3D thing, maybe. But it doesn't look it. Oh, they've introduced Wisps this time, have they? Hover Wisp does exactly what it says on the tin, but you can also boost through rings if you press the circle button. And you can do that. Bit of a light speed dash sort of thing. It's kind of cool. Right, let's see if I can go away. I've got places to be. How dare you? Bum, bum, bum. Oh, destruction. Destruction! The other thing as well, in Sonic Simulator, if you use a Wisp, you hear this little chiptune version of Reach for the Stars. It's kind of cute. I think I actually prefer it to just the standard Wisp music as well. Oh, no! I need that. Lots of rings I need. As you can see, there's classic enemies from all sorts of Sonic games. Those little spinny robots were from Sonic Adventure originally, if you remember. Let's hit that star post first. There we go. Let's just go. This is very hovery level. So, I guess this is all we're going to get. Get out of my way. And take a chance on today. We'll reach for the stars. Oh no. Yeah. Are you going to find your own way? And are you going to take a chance? Oh, the music stopped. Well, I guess I'm not, am I? No reaching for any stars now. That's a very good score. I'm happy with that. Push, push, push. Come on, break. Break that. Break that shit. Yeah. And they all work for Eggman, so even if you get the Chaos Emerald, nice. Although I don't know how Sonic gets them. There we go. So, I've unlocked this many. Need more red star rings. And I will soon have my Chaos Emeralds. Right, I'm going to play some Asteroid Coaster. And then if anyone has any particular requests, I will see if I can play it, if I've unlocked it. And then we can probably call it a night, guys. Asteroid Coaster, very cool. I'm going to... Don't think... Have we... have they released the remixes for this? Can't remember. I'm just going to play it. Let's see. Asteroid Coaster's good. Rockin'. Music's awesome as well. Eat the things. Yes, become big monster. Big monster, big. Sonic must devour. This is some scary stuff, dude. There we go. I like how the egg pawns are like little barbarians. Oh! Messed that up. There we go. Oh, I fluffed that, didn't I? Never mind. Could have got that red star ring. Eat the world. Ah. Fun while it lasted. Yas. I see you're coasting through this game. Oh, Shade Vortex, where would we be without you, my friend? I'm glad some of us is thinking of puns. It's like 11:30 where I am in the evening, so I'm running out of puns, man. I'm all punned out. Oh, that's the trophy telling me. What was it telling me? Can't remember. Something like, "You've done all the levels in Asteroid Coaster," and I'm like, "Well, I know, I did it before, so." Oh, here we go. Oh no. Well, I guess we're doing this. Is this the last thing we do before we go to call it a night, guys and gals? Let's see what else we got going on. I've run through all of these levels, I think, so far, and I've covered the option satellite. The only thing I haven't done, two things. This one, which is the egg shuttle. Now, I don't want to do that because what happens is you play every single level from start to finish non-stop, and you get a trophy for doing that, but we don't have time to do that, and that's not interesting. And then there's this. This is the credits. I beg you, don't play the credits. Don't play their sordid game. They do this weird Smash Brothers style break the credits thing, and it's cute because they did it in the original game, and it's basically the same thing. It's cute, but for Sonic Colors Ultimate, they add all of the Sonic Colors Ultimate credits at the end of that, and to say it overstays its welcome is being terribly kind, darling. So yeah, it's long. Make yourself a brew. It's worth doing it because there's a trophy for fighting through all of that, but don't get sucked in, man. I did that and I thought, I'll blow up all the letters and stuff and see how many I get. 30 minutes later, I'm still trying to bust out legal text, and I'm like, this is stupid. So yeah. And the remix of Speak With Your Heart is in that version. It's in this version. You don't hear the original unless you go to the sound test. I think it's in the sound test. Yeah, so that's that, I guess. Turbo is wanting to see the trophies. I'd love to show you the trophies. There's just two issues with it. Because I'm playing on a PlayStation 4 and the game's not out yet, I can't sync these trophies with PlayStation Network. And if I go into the trophies menu, it will stop the stream. So I literally can't, as much as I'd like to. The other thing as well is because it's localized, I completed this on my PS5 and this is on my PS4. So it's unlocking all these trophies all over again. So it's not going to give you a huge degree of insight into the trophies because I haven't unlocked most of them on this. So I do actually have a post on the Sonic Stadium waiting to go, which has all the trophy information. I might post it after this because I can't be bothered to hold on to it any longer. The thing I was waiting for was the images of the trophies, but you have to unlock them because they appear on your local profile, blah, blah, blah. So I might, and also I kind of want it to be a guide as well, but I don't know how much of a guide it can really be right now when it's literally been out for a hot minute. So I'm probably just going to post the whole list and just be like, this is a list. There'll be a guide coming soon. So maybe I'll do that. I'll be the Sonic Santa Claus for you. Yeah, that's the thing. Turbo saying he's surprised that Sonic Colors Ultimate's trophies hasn't been shown. I would have thought that would have gone out by now. So maybe I will do you guys a service. Maybe I will post on the Sonic Stadium the trophies. Like I said, it's literally in my back end. Not my back end. That sounds rude. It's in the Sonic Stadium's CMS. And yeah, there you go. So I could literally post it just after this stream. I think I will. Do you guys a service. How about that? Let's do one more thing, and let's see if I can beat this bugger in this mode. One last rival rush for the road, yeah? Let's see if we can accept. Yeah. I'm very tired now, so I'm probably going to suck hard at this. But it looks like I did get an S rank for it, so maybe I'll be alright. Look at him beating his chest. Silly bugger. Will Frenzy save my life? Oh, you bugger! Oh, Jesus. These platforming bits are... Oh, they're clutchy. No. Oh, he's caught up to me. Why is he just sitting there? Look, I'll take it. Whoa, where have I gone? Whee! You can't win by default. That's not fair. Right, screw it. Let's do this again. I know I can beat... Bum, bum, bum. Eat the rich. Let's do it. Maximum effort. Oh! That was stupid. I know I can beat him. I know I can beat him. Yeah. Time to frenzy up. Let's go. I think Metal Sonic does generally obey the rules when it comes to these platforming bits, so maybe he will just politely... Oh my god. Nope, he's completely ignoring it. Okay. No! I think he's just trying to let me off. Oh! I forgot about that. Oh. That was some Sonic Unleashed levels of cheap QTE stuff. That wasn't great. Right. At least the music keeps you pumping. Keeps you focused on the challenge ahead. It's all a bit like, you are very crap and Metal Sonic's gonna beat you. Oofed. How about that? Oh, you always happens. Never quick enough. Come on, I've got to beat him. Yeah, that bit. Don't boost on that bit. You go way too fast. Right, there we go. Come on. Just gonna eat through everything. That's the plan. Eat through everything. Oh, he's going too slow. Oh, that's not great. Oh, come on. Almost had it. Almost had it, guys. Almost had it. Right, we'll do it this time. I'm gonna beat him up. I'm guessing because this is like Asteroid Coaster and it's quite late on in the game, they're giving me a really hard time with having to try and beat this guy. I hate it when that happens. Let's go. Right, I can deal with this bit. It's just a lot of homing attacks. Right, let's frenzy it up. Frenzy it up, frenzy it up. Oh no, he's going slower now. Oh god. Please don't catch up to me. Uh-oh. There we go. Just need to take my time. Oh god, not do that. Because that's going to kill me. That's just mean. Don't catch up to me. Oh my god. Right, this is going to be tight. What? Oh no, have I messed this up? Ah, no, I think I've lost. Or have I? What's going on? Oh no, come on. Let's see what's down here. No? Oh no. Quick question, if I don't pre-order the Digital Deluxe, do I not get the early access or can I just wait until tomorrow? I'm not entirely sure. I know for a fact that the Digital Deluxe version does get you the early access, so if you want to play it tomorrow, I would pre-order it. I don't know if you are unable to pre-order that version tomorrow as soon as it becomes tomorrow, so yeah, that's something I can't really answer because digital stores are weird about this sort of thing. So maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Who knows? If you're worried about FOMO though, I would consider maybe pre-ordering it now before you maybe miss out. But yeah, the way you get early access is through this digital edition, as far as I'm aware. So hope that answers your question, Ollie Gaming 18. And I thought this was going to take me just a minute, but this is proving to be a tough little cookie. Let's see if I can get this down this time around. Hope everybody's enjoying the stream. Hope you're finding it informational and humorous based on my cack attempts at trying to play Sonic. There we go. Right. This is the bit that messes me up. Right, I've got to wait until they get pushed back, like quite far back. Ah, missed my shot. You stay away from me. Stay away from my family. Right. Let's see if I can do it this time. Oh no. Okay, right. I think I know what to do now, though. Ah, mistimed it like a chump. Never really played a Sonic game. Forces doesn't count, says Ollie Gaming. 18. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to say, Forces isn't a great representation of Sonic. So, if you want a good starting point in 3D that's modern, this is a great start. Like, Sonic Colors is one of the better 3D Sonic experiences, and obviously it's one of the reasons why Sega decided to remaster it in the first place. There's a lot to like about this game. There really is a lot to like. I think a lot of people don't like this game because of maybe some pre-held conceptions they had back in the day when it was a Wii game. But, you know, hopefully that should, you know, all go away, given the fact that it's a multi-platform release now. I totally missed that. Okay, right. We're gonna do this one more time, and if I can't do it, we're gonna call it a night. Come on this journey with me, why don't you? Alright, let's beat this guy. We can do it. We can do it. Quit playing games with my heart. Boom. Oofed. Starting to get good at the precision jumping, at least. And I feel like I probably... I feel like I probably have to... I say that and then I fluff it. Right. Let's go. Super fast booster for no apparent reason. It's like, chill out, man. Okay, we're about halfway through. Oh no. The slowest thing in the world. That's what Metal Sonic uses. Right. Okay. Let's see if I can do it this time. Alright, just need to remember what the timing is for this. Okay. Alright. Oh, this is silly. Have I messed this up again? Oh no. Okay. Just gotta take it slow. Gotta take it slow, guys. Oh, there he is. He's right behind me. Come on! Yes! Done it. Don't forget the coin. Sorry, I forgot about the coin. I don't need the coin. Coin needs me. Oh, wow, I went straight from D to A. And S. S for Sonic. That's just how you do it. I think we ended on a pretty good note. Sonic's pretty happy. Look at him. Right. On that note, I feel like we've covered an awful lot of Sonic Colors Ultimate for you guys ahead of its big Digital Deluxe Edition release tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. I hope you found it informational. And yeah, I had lots of fun streaming with you guys. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Thanks for dipping in and out. Thanks for being in a chat. And, you know, as always, anytime I find some time to do some more of this, I will, because I love doing this with you guys. Knuckles87, I'm sorry, losing my voice. What? 1 second. Oh yeah, there we go. That's how you do it. As I was saying, Knuckles87, who's also on the Sonic Stadium team, he also has a copy of the game with the Digital Deluxe Edition. So I think he might want to try and stream on this channel at some point as well. But we wanted to make sure that we got this out to you ahead of its release. So hopefully you found it enjoyable. I'm going to check it out now. And yeah, thanks a lot for joining us. Take care. Like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff, but most importantly, read the TSS review of Sonic Colors Ultimate. It will give you everything you need in terms of, you know, what you need to worry about or think about if you're on the fence of buying it. Enjoy it, enjoy life, and I'll see you when I next see you. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. How do I stop this thing? I don't know how you stop this thing. It stopped broadcasting. Bye, everyone.